Chelsea continue a busy run of PL2 fixtures as they walk out at Kingsmeadow ahead of this afternoon's game against Blackburn Rovers. The Blues have won 4 of their last 5 games. They sit third in the league table on the same number of matches as the top 2, Manchester United and Fulham. A win today would take them level on points with United. A win by 5 goals would put them ahead on goal difference, but they will be aware of Blackburn's wildly inconsistent form. Rovers are 26th out of 29, but they have come up with some surprise results this season. The Blues have won their last 2 away at Leicester and at home to Southampton. That 4-2 success, so 3 points behind Manchester United, who were held to a draw by Derby County last night. Well, Chelsea make 4 changes from the team that beat Southampton last Friday, and 5 of these actually started in the UEFA Youth League win over PSV in midweek, including Chizzy Ezenwata, very harshly sent off in that game. He starts up front in PL2. Elsewhere, 16-year-old Calvin Diakite is in at left back, and Justin Osegi starts alongside Harrison Murray-Campbell in central defence, as he did at Leicester a couple of games ago. Well, Blackburn's last game was a 5-0 win over Birmingham, but only 4 players stay in the side from that game. It's their 13th league match. They are using their 6th different goalkeeper as youngster Blake Waldencroft comes in. Attacking wide, Osman Kamara is a recent signing from Arsenal, and Igor Tyjon is very highly rated. Well, poor weather is just about clearing. We hope. It's been a typically wet morning, but the rain is forecast to move away and give way to somewhat milder conditions throughout the day. So hopefully reasonable playing conditions for this one. And Chelsea, as we say, looking to keep a fairly solid run going, but a much changed side. The likes of Shem Miuka and Reggie Walsh not involved today. Ryan Kibuma-McQueen also not involved either. None of those players, by the way, on the bench for the senior side at Wolves this afternoon, but there is the major matter of the FA Youth Cup game against Manchester City coming up on Monday, so certainly players being managed with that in mind, and it was quite a dramatic game in midweek for the players who were taking part in the PSV game in the UEFA Youth League. So about to get off and underway with Harrison McMahon standing over the ball. The Blues going from right to left in the first half, and Blackburn in their change kit of all yellow going from left to right. Be interesting to see how this slightly reshaped lineup gets on here this afternoon, but very hard to call Blackburn's form. 3 wins so far. They have been quite notable ones, but they also forcing the changes and including a pretty inexperienced goalkeeper as well. The referee gets us off and underway, and the ball plays straight back to Max Merrick in the Chelsea goal, who lofts it forward straight away. Going to be away by Isaac Dunn there for Blackburn. Isaac Dunn, maybe a familiar surname, at least in terms of Blackburn, because Isaac is the son of the former Blackburn stalwart David Dunn, and he's number 6 in the Blackburn midfield this afternoon. Cardoso trying to win a flick on, played back by Ollie Harrison towards that right-hand side. And Osegi getting out to Derry on the Chelsea left. First touch here for Diakite at left back. And Osegi back to Max Merrick in the Chelsea goal. 4 wins out of 5. Just the defeat to West Ham in the middle of that run. And that was quite a chastening defeat. But aside from that, Blues progressing pretty well. No danger about the top 16 overall. But certainly an aim to finish as high as possible in the standings, as they've always played forward long. Nemesi heading it clear there for Blackburn. And here's Dlamini on the right, looking to slot it through there to Tyjon up front, who is certainly a live wire. The number 9, who's attracted attention from higher clubs, including Arsenal, if rumours are to be believed. And Blackburn, as we say, fourth from bottom in the standings, but were 5-0 winners over Birmingham last time out, and remarkably amongst their other wins included the 4-0 away win at Manchester United, who of course are the PL2 leaders. So it just shows the inconsistency and how you really can't predict what's going to go on. Keanu Dyer feeding it back to Harrison Murray Campbell, and back to Merrick, with Chelsea having much of the early possession here. Dyer once again towards Osegi. Dyer will try and spread it out via Murray Campbell to play it forward long away down the right hand side. Cardoso on the chase. I'll go away for a throw to Blackburn. Harvey Pates with the Blackburn throw, immediately cut out though for Chelsea. And Osegi will turn it back to Merrick. Blackburn were Division 2 winners under the old format back in 2017-18. Got quite a reputation for progressing young talent, and Derry now for Chelsea playing it to Diakite, has got towards the byline and pulled it into the penalty area, and Chelsea are in front already. And what a start for Chizzy Ezenwata, sent off in the UEFA Youth League in midweek very, very harshly, but he's got Chelsea on the board here, and the youngsters really are coming up trumps there. Diakite getting free down the left-hand side, and the ball fired into the penalty area for Ezenwata to beat Wolverhampton, and Chelsea have an early lead as Blackburn made a mess of it there out the back. Derry for Diakite, and then Ezenwata, right place, right time in the 6-yard box to fire home, and a perfect start for the Blues. It scored with their first effort, and what a start for Chizzy Ezenwata. Brought into the side today, and if that's the case, then no Miyuka, no problem. Shin Miyuka has scored in the last 2 games and has been such a constant source of goals, with 12 so far in PL2 this season. But Chizzy Ezenwata, set up by Diakite. Chelsea ahead from their first attack. First attack of the day. Perfect start for the Blues. To build on that now, and Wolfencroft in the Blackburn goal literally hadn't had a touch. That was his first touch just now. Sixth goalkeeper to be used by Blackburn in PL2 this season. Long ball played forward now for Ver to run onto. Cross comes Diakite. Plays it back off Frank Ver. And the officials are being told by the Blackburn coaching staff that they feel that it had to be either a corner or an offside, but not a goal kick. But a goal kick is the outcome there. So yes, Blake Wolfencroft in goal for Blackburn today. They've just sold one of their young goalkeepers, or let one go to Manchester United. Solomon Honour gone to Old Trafford, and their most regular PL2 goalkeeper this season, Nicholas Mikalski, the Pole, is actually on the bench for the first team today at Norwich City. So hence a further change in goal for Blackburn this afternoon. But he couldn't do much about the early Chelsea goal at all. In fact, as I say, he hadn't actually had a touch of the ball at that stage before the Blues hit the back of the net. And they're coming forward again here in the early stages. Keanu Dyer here, feeding it through to Ezenwata. Nice little layoff there, and the shot is fired wide by Cardoso. And now for a goal kick. Positive start here by Chelsea. Let's take a look here at Dyer combining with Ezenwata. And then just slicing it slightly wide there from Cardoso. Derry, but the foul is given there as Dlamini goes down for Blackburn, and Dunn plays it short to Jake Garrett, playing alongside him in the holding midfield role for Blackburn, who had a managerial change this season as well. The long-serving Mike Sherron parting company with Blackburn back in September, and after the caretaker John Prince took over, Gregory Vignal now in charge, and his side under big pressure here in the early stages. Cardoso going through again, and that one is blocked away, and it will be a Chelsea throw down their right. Gregory Vignal, the former Liverpool player, took over in November. This Blackburn PL2 side. 3 wins so far, but the win they had over Birmingham last time out was the first under his charge. Trying to hold possession really for the first time, but Chelsea have started off very, very bright and lively with 1 goal and a couple of other chances too, and you can see Dyer trying to close down there. Dlamini on the right, launching it forward. Garrett on the chase. Yeah, that will be a free kick in Chelsea's favour. Busy run of consistent PL2 games over the current period as we head towards the 20-match cut-off. Losing action pretty much every week at this stage of the season at this level. Games to come against Birmingham, of course, on Friday. Leeds as well, and Manchester United on the agenda in the near future. Very unable to keep that one in play. Get left, so it will be Idris Namisi, also along with the goalkeeper making his first appearance for this Blackburn PL2 side this afternoon, throwing in down the right. He has made a positional shift because Harvey Pates, number 3, played much of the season at right back for Blackburn, but lining up on the left here this afternoon. Larry Campbell, very consistent figure, of course, in the Blues back line, and has chipped in with 4 goals along the way as well. And just building this partnership with Justin Osegi as they had at Leicester 2 games ago. What an impact by Diakite at left back. Chal in front in the early stages here. Kite's ball in for Azemwata to put the Blues ahead. Eric goes long this time. Away down right. It's going to ricochet. In fact, there's going to be a free kick given Blackburn's way. Osman Kamara couldn't keep it in, but he was fouled in the process by James Samwi. So 10 minutes played. Very much so far so good as far as Chelsea are concerned. Not been under any serious pressure themselves, and have had a goal, and they've also had a couple of other decent moves forward too. Here's Harrison. That flick through actually retains Chelsea possession as it's fed for Derry now in the penalty area. Jesse Derry just about blocked. Crucial touch there, I think, by Atchison for Blackburn, because it looked like Azemwata managed to feed Derry in space as he just turned it back there. Held up initially by Namisi, enabling Atchison to get some kind of a challenge in. Certainly signs that Chelsea will be able to open up this Blackburn side. Here's Dunn. To Walsencroft, who's just back from a month with Hyde United. The main experience coming with the Blackburn under-18s. So he is stepping up today. But as we say, not much he could have done about the Chelsea goal. Chelsea with a throw in down the left. It's held up by Dyer. Play to Murray Campbell. Ride forward down the right with Cardoso coming in field. Beggy. Go wide right for Antwi. Antwi to run here against Pates, and he gets to the byline as well. Pulls it into the area, and that's a really firm challenge in the end just to block out Keanu Dyer. In a moment there where it looked like it may have just opened up. Good ground down the right to set things going. By Tyjon. Antwi again finding space, driving towards the edge of the area. Getting into Dyer. Antwi again this time losing out as Blackburn get players back. Bouncing off Harrison and out for a throw down the left for Rovers. Jake Garrett to take it. Amini trying to turn there against Diakite, who stuck to his task well. Blackburn will have the throw down the right. By Dlamini, flicked on by Tyjon. But that particular ricochet falls in Chelsea's favour. Cross to Harrison Murray Campbell. Played long down the right-hand side for Antwi to run onto. Antwi, lovely skill down the right. Sold Kamara there, and now goes down. Referee not interested, but play will still go on. Keanu Dyer couldn't quite bundle it in. Nervous times there at the back for Blackburn Rovers. Chelsea have won the last 3 meetings at this level between themselves and Blackburn. The last of which was a 6-1 victory back in 2023, August of that year. So far, comfortably 1-0 up here today. Derry keeping it in down the left and doing well. Blackburn trying to come forward on the turnover. Seen back by Osegi to Merrick. Ball back to his keeper once again. Long by the Chelsea keeper. Antwi, once again in an advanced position, was in front of Cardoso for a brief moment there. And stabbed towards the edge of the area. Cardoso will pull it across, flick goalwards to the far post, and Derry will turn it back towards goal. And it flicks off Atchison up and over the bar, and away for Chelsea's first corner of the game. Cardoso very involved there with the skill. The little flick by Ezenwata towards Derry. Pinged off the Blackburn defender, could have gone anywhere there. Fortunately for Blackburn, over the bar. Corner comes in towards the near post and still not clear very well. Blackburn looking for a free kick. Tyjon tries to run it clear, and this time he is fouled by Cardoso. So 16 played. Chelsea lead through the early strike by Chizzy Ezenwata. Close range finish in the 6-yard box from Diakite's cross after the left back was set free by Derry after a mistake at the back. A bit of indecision between 2 Blackburn players. Namisi and Dlamini huddled to set things up for Chelsea. Blackburn will try and come forward here though down their left. This is their most dangerous moment so far because they've got into the penalty area with Osman Kamara. Seen out by Antwi in the end. Osman Kamara, number 11 for Blackburn, who's a recent capture from Arsenal and actually scored on his debut with his first touch last week against Birmingham, having come off the bench. Been fairly quiet so far, as have all of the Blackburn forward players, but that was the first time that he'd made decent inroads into the Chelsea penalty area. Of course, the Blues in PL2 have been notably short of clean sheets at this level this season. Only a couple of them this year, and the last of them came at Burnley back in early October. About the attacking intent in the side, Harrison. Dyer turning away well. Going to be spaced over on the left for Derry. Derry cutting inside well from that left and being buffeted and barged and brought down by Namisi, and that will give Chelsea a very interesting looking free kick in a decent position about 3 or 4 yards outside the penalty area. Derry standing over it. Blackburn with a 4-man wall being organised by Walls and Croft behind them. But this is a good chance here for Chelsea to double their advantage if Derry can find quality with the strike. "20 minutes. Derry with the free kick, and it curls wide of the keeper's far post. You can see immediately as he hit that, you can see the frustration. It didn't quite go where he wanted, for sure. Tension was the low drive into the bottom corner, but didn't happen. But things could yet happen on this attack with Derry this time involved in the build-up play, trying to flick it through. Here's Harrison McMahon. Derry again looking to nutmeg Tyjon. Blackburn striker forced to go deep, and the goalkeeper just about keeping it in play there, Walls and Croft. Go out for a Chelsea throw. Cardoso. Beggy to Harrison Murray Campbell. Here's Antwi on the right, faced by Harvey Pates. Nice battle down there. Antwi trying to go around him, now cuts inside him. Support from Cardoso, trying to flick it through straight away. Blackburn doubling up there in defence. One back for Chelsea anyway by Ollie Harrison. Beggy to Murray Campbell once again. Harrison trying to turn. Certainly very unfortunate to be red carded in that Youth League game against PSV in midweek. You watch the challenge again and again, and you think that a striker has absolutely got to go for it. A slightly risky back pass, the keeper who wasn't in full control, and the challenge really didn't look that bad at all. And it was a big surprise when the referee appeared to change his mind himself. He went for one pocket with the yellow and then changed his mind almost when he saw the goalkeeper on the ground. So Ezem Wataka counted himself very unfortunate in that game. Of course, in the end, Chelsea going through anyway, and then being rewarded, shall we say, with the away trip to Real Madrid in the last 16 of that competition. Plenty going on at this time of year, of course. Mentioned the FA Youth Cup on Monday. Very much involved here going forward with Ollie Harrison. Diakite to Derry. Cutting in from the left and finding Osegi. Chelsea once again dominating possession and just edging their way forward. You can see by the way that the likes of Murray Campbell and Osegi have gone forward, and now Antwi trying to go around the outside, and he's got space now to pull it to the edge of the area. Harrison laying it short. Cardoso just backward of Dyer, falls to Diakite to carve out the opening here. I feel like a second goal could be on the way. Chelsea moving Blackburn all over the place. It's flicked through for Jesse Derry. Just wasn't quite space for a shot. Some lovely intricate skill in the build-up. Finally Blackburn have the ball and they'll now try and spring forward on the counter. Diakite got one touch onto it. Here's Dlamini. Or Tyjon. Dlamini again. You see it right back, being told to go back to Tom Atchison. He'll play it across to Max Davis, his defensive colleague. Ara running out of room there. Go past the halfway point in the first half. It's 1-0 to Chelsea, with the Ezenwata early goal separating the sides. Fair to say that Walscroft in the Blackburn goal has not had to make a save since then, but he certainly had a ringside view, a front row seat of the action taking place mostly in and around his penalty area or the half that Blackburn are defending, and spun forward there beautifully by Derry. It could be the same combination here as Diakite looked to find Ezenwata. Almost a carbon copy of the Chelsea opening goal there. Tyjon has gone down. Murray Campbell is driving from long range, firing over for Chelsea. Or Tyjon looks like he's some kind of a knock there after. I don't think there was too much on there with the challenge with Osegi, but Murray Campbell from thick end of 30 yards out, pinging a shot off target, and the Blackburn physio attending to Tyjon. So Chelsea lead here by a goal to nil. This was early in the game. This was the confusion between the Blackburn defenders, and Derry quickly onto it. Lovely run by Diakite into the area, and Ezenwata provides the finish in the 6-yard box at Chelsea in front. Celebrations all round, and everyone was obviously very sympathetic for what happened to him in that UEFA Youth League game on Wednesday. So that's the perfect way to bounce back within 5 minutes to be on the score sheet, and to be on the score sheet in PL2 as well. That's a big moment for Chizzy Ezenwata. Players taking on refreshments for a third win on the spin in PL2, something they haven't done since games 1 to 3 this season, back in the warmer times of mid-August. Blackburn with their 3 wins so far, but not showing any major signs of troubling the Blues at this stage. 2 of their wins came in the space of a week against both Manchester clubs. They beat City 2-0 and then beat United 4-0. And then it was the 5-0 win over Birmingham, but if you look just back beyond that, they'd lost 2 games 4-1 and 1 game 3-0 in their previous 3 against Derby, Forest and Reading. So they have been conceding. Quite possibly the regular goalkeeping changes haven't helped Blackburn. Nicholas Mikalski has played 6 games, but the rest have all been shared around several. Looks like Tyjon will be good to continue. Croft will clear away for Blackburn, with a bit of rain still spotting down here, but somewhat brighter skies than we've seen recent days, and Blackburn looking to make the move here down the left. Throw will go Chelsea's way over on the far side. So just knocking it back there to Genesis Amway. He was involved on Wednesday night. Derry again cutting in field, or trying to. Those head to Birmingham on Friday for their next game in PL2, which is being played at Stratford Town. Back to Merrick, who's advancing forward for Chelsea, and they're heading into the area now. Here's Dyer. On the right with Amway in support, and also there is Cardoso. Murray Campbell now. Murray Campbell. Harrison once more, looking to spread things out. McMahon to the left and Derry. Field for Harrison. Harrison to Harrison, Murray Campbell. Back to Ollie Harrison. Now Asegi will advance forward. Chance for a cross from McMahon towards the far post, where it's knocked across, and it must be 2-0. And it is. Keanu Dyer firing home from close range. Chelsea double their advantage, and it's certainly been coming in the first half. They have been utterly dominant, and the ball fell kindly for Keanu Dyer, and that is 2-0 to Chelsea. Set up by the deep cross here by Harrison McMahon. And as it was knocked back, it's dispatched coolly and calmly by Keanu Dyer to put Chelsea into a 2-0 advantage. Racing clear of Blackburn Rovers. They have been the dominant side by some way. And Keanu Dyer gets his second goal of the season in PL2 and scores in consecutive games after the goal last week against Southampton. Get to the half-hour point virtually, and the Blues complete control of this PL2 game. Will have played one more game than Manchester United and Fulham come the close of play today. But if they do manage a victory by 5-goal margin, and they would go top of the table for what that's worth at this stage. Done forward for Blackburn. Dlamini. Garrett. Bit of a ricochet there. Might be a chance on the edge of the area here. Garrett still trying to work his way through. Stabbed back by Dyer. Long ball forward for Ezenwata to chase. And Max Davis goes down under Ezenwata's challenge, which is always going to be a free kick there to Blackburn. Feel as Jesse Derry goes down, and now here's a Tyjon for Blackburn. Ball squared across the area, dealt with by Ollie Harrison, played back by Cardoso. I think Blackburn will need to show more here, attacking wise. Their forward players are relatively regular in their side. Kamara, the new addition. Chelsea again with Antwi on the right. To be fair, when they attack down there, they look like they're going to create chances, as indeed they do down the left. Cross from the right. It almost fell there to Derry from the back header. Leave the throw here to Diakite. Looking for Derry again down by the byline. Ball popped up off the Blackburn player, Dyer. With Diakite in support. Harrison McMahon back there. Osegi to Murray Campbell. Cardoso to Antwi. Antwi turns away very impressively. Neat work by Genesis Antwi. Low ball into the area. Still bouncing around and not cleared as they do clear it now. Cardoso with the effort that didn't quite find its way to goal. But no change to the pattern of play here. Chelsea 2 up. Going very much for a third. Murray Campbell looking to play it through. Evades everyone. Somewhat slice clearance by Wollstonecroft. Gets the job done for Blackburn, but Tyjon can't get any change out of Osegi there. Campbell finds Cardoso. Forward by Ollie Harrison towards the right. Harrison Murray Campbell trying to step away from Osman Kamara. It will be a Chelsea throw down there right. Akite forward. Murray Campbell trying to play it down the channel. Lovely work ball across on the right hand side. A save by Wollstonecroft. Again, they get Antwi into such good positions down that right. Clever slide rule ball through there by Harrison Murray Campbell. Almost opened up Blackburn for a third goal. Campbell again. Lovely flick through. Dyer turning in the area. Going outside, going inside. Harrison couldn't quite poke it goalwards. And pressure building and building on this Blackburn back line. As Chelsea go all out for goal number 3. Cardoso just losing out. And Blackburn will be able to relieve some pressure there because there was a foul. Garrett brought down. There'll be a free kick to Blackburn. Referee having a quick chat there with Harrison McMahon. Keeping his cards in his pocket. There was any great enjoyment with the refereeing that we saw in the Youth League game on Tuesday, especially in the conditions. But so far, no yellow cards today. Atchison to Davis for Blackburn Rovers. I'll switch here for Blackburn. Domini going across towards the left and taking a throw in now. We'll see if that holds over the next few minutes. Would make sense for them to swap Domini and Kamara for the time being, see if they can get any more joy. But Chelsea pressing hard and pressing strongly. Atchison's lost out there, and Jesse Derry is going through. Derry is still going through, and in the end his shot takes a deflection and goes out for a Chelsea corner. And once again Blackburn creating their own issues there. Atchison in trouble. Derry driving forward. And it comes off Isaac Dunn and goes out for a Chelsea corner kick. See if they can add a third goal before half-time here. Derry with the corner, headed out across the area and away. Kamara battling with Osegi. Osegi winning it back for Chelsea and then going down. No free kick is given. Being the team very much in the tendency here for much of the game. Certainly no real action for Max Merrick to do in terms of saves or catches. Here's McMahon. Dyer. Derry. McMahon again. Harrison. towards the right-hand side, and Cardoso, looking for the deep cross in for Derry at the far post. Would have been a perfect cross if it had just held up slightly there. Taking on Dlamini onto his left foot, and Derry just seeing it sail over his head and out for a goal kick. Certainly finding ways to affect the game and ways to put pressure on this Blackburn back line. Both the goals so far have come from close range finishes, but there have been plenty of moments too when you just feel that they are going to again. Throw to Merrick, and a reminder, players who are not involved today, the likes of Jim Miuka and Reggie Walsh, both nominated for Player of the Month in PL2, not involved today. By Derry back to McMahon. McMahon finding Osegi. Now here's Murray Campbell. Getting it forward to McMahon. Ite is held up there by Namisi. Throw for Chelsea back to Osegi. And you can see the domination by the fact that Merrick is happy enough to stand in the centre circle to bring Chelsea back forward if they need to, if they have to go back to go forward, if you like. Campbell towards the edge of the area, laid off to Ollie Harrison, back out to Cardoso again. Cardoso finding Dyer. For McMahon, back to Diakite. So keep ball stuff here for Chelsea. Blackburn trying to keep a shape here, trying to prevent incursion into their penalty area. But there may be an incursion now as Jesse Derry on the chase down the left. Harrison McMahon, who was involved in the second goal with his deep cross. This time he finds Harrison Murray Campbell, who drills one goalwards. It blocks off Davis, and the free kick will go the way of Blackburn, and the first yellow card will go the way of Murray Campbell for Chelsea. Chelsea skipper yellow carded. There'll be a slight break in play whilst the treatment is given as we approach the 40-minute mark here. And Chelsea in front through Ezin Wata, and then they added a second goal through Keanu Dyer, and it was neat movement at this stage of the game with Harrison McMahon shifting it onto his right foot, deep cross towards the back stick. Ampmy arriving to play it across, and finish by Keanu Dyer was pretty routine. Chelsea into a 2-goal advantage. Held up for a moment here. So Blackburn players being particularly happy. The back line chatting with the goalkeeper. Tough game for them so far. Lots of chasing to do, lots of out of possession work for Blackburn. Chelsea move the ball neatly around. Hopefully there's not going to be any injury here, but the medical staff of Blackburn taking their time on this one. We'll get probably 3 or 4 minutes of first half stoppage time here, because this is the second spell of treatment. Tyjon had treatment earlier in the game. Blackburn players being called across for a tactical chat. Continues. Was a couple of points dropped last night for Manchester United with their 1-1 draw against Derby County, a game where Derby in fact took the lead before United came back for a draw. Fulham convincing winners 5-0 against West Ham, so they actually moved in front of the Blues at this stage after 13 matches. Playing match 14 here today. Somewhat uniquely, without a draw so far in PL2 for Chelsea this season. There's 9 wins and 4 defeats. An extended stoppage here at the moment, and the referee happy to allow treatment to continue on the field of play. It looks like Garrett is going to be able to continue. Further treatment on the sidelines. Of course, the fact that there was a yellow card shown to Murray Campbell would mean he would be entitled to carry on straight away, even if he didn't require any further treatment. But I think there will be a bit more patching up to do over there. Break in play of around 3 minutes or so. Free kick to be taken by Blake Walsencroft in the Blackburn Rovers goal. Busy Ezenwata and Keanu Dyer with the Chelsea goals here. Blackburn will be keen to get back up to their full complement ASAP for the final stages of this first 45. Quite a golfing class so far between these two. Try and feed it out towards Derry on the left. It has been cut out. And Vea running through midfield, looking to switch it out right to Kamara. So they have swapped sides there, Kamara and Domini for the moment. Kamara operating on the attacking right for Blackburn. Still work being done on Jake Garrett over on the far side. So Blackburn currently seeing things out towards half-time with 10. And that's a pretty risky ball back by Atchison. If he got that wrong, then Ezenwata would certainly have been in contention. Kamara. Field rides the challenge of Dyer. Done for Blackburn. Looks like Jake Garrett is about ready to come back on, so as soon as the ball is away from that area, I'm sure he'll be signalled back on the field. Being out that little spell where they were a player down. Ball through to Merrick. Still not back on at the moment. McMahon on for Chelsea. Playing it back to Osegi. Osegi for Harrison Murray Campbell. Murray Campbell towards Cardoso. Big in that Garrett's ready to come back on. The referee won't let him on straight away until the ball goes away from that particular area. Murray Campbell. Cardoso again. Cardoso in from the right-hand side. Here's Calvin Diakite. Derry. Playing it back to Osegi. Murray Campbell, lovely slide ball again towards the right, and Chelsea have opened up Blackburn as Cardoso can't turn it goalwards. It will be a corner. It's hard to say what's going on over there with Garrett, who's been standing on the touchline without receiving any further treatment for some time now, but not actually coming back on. Referee, and now he is coming back on, so I don't know if there was some miscommunication there, but he is back on the field. Chelsea with a corner here deep in first half stoppage time. Oh, and the physio's coming back on again now. Atchison this time has gone down. Rather scrappy end to this first half here with injury delays. And just as Blackburn had got Jake Garrett back on the field for this corner, they are going to lose, at least for the defence of this corner, probably their biggest central defender, Tom Atchison, having treatment there to his leg. Told, I'm sure, by the referee that he needs to make his way to the sidelines. So this is some pressure on Blackburn here late in the first half, because Chelsea have a corner and Blackburn are without clearly one of their best defending headers of a ball. Can Chelsea take advantage here of Blackburn being a man down at this stage? Deep in first half stoppage time. Blackburn currently down to 10. Derry with the corner. In from the right towards the near post, Antwi. Murray Campbell still might fall, bouncing around the area. Can it be turned in by Osegi? Just been turned out for a corner. Pinball stuff there, and Justin Osegi with the final effort. Well, at first you thought Antwi might, then Murray Campbell, then Cardoso had a blast, and in the end Osegi deflected wide. Just as we thought, these corners could be dangerous. Again, towards the near post it goes. McMahon couldn't turn it goalwards. Pax Merrick launching it forward. And if the flag stays down there, it doesn't. What a shame. What a shame. Because Osegi with a belter of a finish. The flag up. And that would have been some goal with Max Merrick launching it forward. And the take from Osegi and the finish into the bottom corner was a thing of beauty. But the whistle had gone. He was offside. But that's a shame. That would have been some way to end the first half there. It stays 2-0. But for how much longer? It may still go in Chelsea's favour still further. With Antwi. Cardoso. Played across for Diakite. Diakite for Derry. Derry has put a lovely cross in, headed away to the edge of the area where Garrett will calmly play it back. Last knockings of this first half. And Chelsea so close to a third goal on more than one occasion. Throw will go Blackburn's way down the right. Too much more time to play. Harrison back to Murray Campbell. Campbell down the right as we tick towards the 6 minutes of first half stoppage time. Murray Campbell playing it forward. Then Wata, who opened the scoring in the very early part of the game. Forward by Murray Campbell, laid off towards Antwi. Antwi driving into the area now. Get it away. Very neat work indeed by Igor Tajon there in a very tight spot. Gets the free kick in the end, probably didn't need it, done the job anyway. Will normally be expected to be wreaking his magic and his skill at the upper end of the field, but that's a sign of the defensive work Blackburn have been forced into in this first half. Chelsea 2-0 up and good value for that. Derry coming in as again Blackburn make a mistake. Kamara lost out, and here is Keanu Dyer, who's already scored one. And Waldencroft this time gets down to his left-hand side to make a save. And bowls out towards the left-hand side, and the referee brings the first half to a close. The first half where Chelsea have had domination for long spells and deservedly hold the 2-0 advantage. Chizzy Ezenwata with the opening goal in the very early stages. Latching onto a cross by Diakite from the left-hand side after Blackburn got things all wrong at the back. And then the second goal followed up, scored by Keanu Dyer after a deep cross by Harrison McMahon was knocked down by James Zamwe. There have been more chances for a third and a disallowed sweet strike by Osegi ruled out for offside. Chelsea in charge here at Kingsmeadow at the break. Chelsea 2, Blackburn 0. First half has been a dominant show for Chelsea, and off to a flyer when Blackburn got things all wrong at the back. Pounced on by Derry, and that allowed Diakite to cross in for Ezenwata to tap home the opening goal. And the celebrations there pretty strong for the Chelsea youngster, sent off in midweek. So getting a PL2 goal to his name here today. Clearly enjoying the moment. Ezenwata with some hold-up play and a shot being fired wide by Leo Cardoso. Blues made all the running here. Almost opened up for Derry. Blackburn closing ranks there with Namisi to block him out. Killed by Cardoso, and the little flick towards the far post by Ezenwata, and Derry's ball across, bouncing off Atchison up over the bar for a corner. All the attacking moments really in Chelsea's favour, and here's how they made it 2 with McMahon onto his right foot, the deep cross in, headed back by Antwi and cushioned into the back of the net by Keanu Dyer to make it 2-0. Striking for the second PL2 game running, and then there have been more efforts for a third. That one bouncing away from Antwi, going close. Chelsea again winning it back in a decent area. Derry this time with a burst into the area. Almost looked like he may have overrun it in the end. Deflected away off Dunn for a corner. And this particular corner produced more mayhem with Murray Campbell and then Cardoso, and then finally Osegi having a shot deflected wide. And then watch this for a moment here. It's Max Merrick launching it forward and just offside. And what a shame. Osegi, the whistle going just before he drilled it home. That would have been a spectacular way to end the first 45. As it is, Chelsea in charge at the break. It's Chelsea 2, Blackburn 0. So teams out for the second half here at Kingsmeadow. 2-0 to Chelsea out the break. Comfortable first half against Blackburn Rovers, a game where they have dominated all the key metrics. 13 shots on goal for the Blues in that first 45, none for their opponents. And the 2 goals scored Izzy Ezemwata on 4 minutes and Keanu Dyer for the half-time, just before the half-hour mark, as Blackburn prepare to make 3 alterations. So Michael Decandia is number 12, Valentin Joseph is number 16, and Zach Stritch is number 14. And really only Stritch of those 3, you could say, is a relatively regular member of the Blackburn PL2 side. So Atchison is no surprise because he was in trouble with injury just before half-time. So that is a big blow for Blackburn to lose him at this stage. Also coming off is going to be Garrett, who was another one who was hurt. Joseph on for him, and Zach Stritch is the next player on. He will replace Osman Kamara, who didn't really have the impact I think that they would have hoped for. So treble change for Blackburn. 2 of them really determined, I would say, by injuries picked up in the latter part of the first half. Free gets the second half underway. 2-0 for Chelsea. They could make it 5, and there's a long way to go before that. But if they could make it 5, then they would go top of PL2 this afternoon, albeit having played a game more than both Manchester United and Fulham. Great on the attack in this second half, with Harrison Murray Campbell trying to slot it through. A bit too long though, a bit overhit for Leo Cardoso, who was always involved in that first half, always buzzing around trying to create chances. Ezemwata closing down there from the clearance. Really bright play by the Chelsea striker, finding Cardoso. Chelsea get the throw in. Really good play by Ezemwata, forcing a mistake. We'll have to restructure here somewhat with 3 changes at the break. And here's the first touch for Valentin Joseph. Moving down the left and doing well there. Challenged by Asegi on Dlamini. Back to Max Davis. The experienced player now, most experienced player in that Blackburn back line, just signed a 3.5-year contract with Blackburn. Obviously one that they feel has got a decent future with them. Max Davis, the 19-year-old. Chelsea will have a free kick here away on the far side. Diakite has been fouled, up and okay. We'll take it back to Max Merrick, finding Harrison Murray Campbell. Antwi moves down the right. Be back for Ollie Harrison. Now Harrison McMahon. Shirt tug there, and the referee does give the shirt tug there for the foul by Isaac Dunn on Dyer. They keep taking quickly, and it falls to Dyer once again, trying to spin away from Dunn. Repeat performance. Jesse Derry can't quite get a cross in. Like there's going to be some physicality from Valentin Joseph up front, trying to put his mark there on Asegi, and the referee not overly impressed with what he saw there. Calling both players towards him for a quick chat. That's one to watch out for as the second half goes on. Barry Campbell chipping it away towards the Chelsea left, where it's controlled well by Derry, but can't get in behind Namisi. Put out by Ollie Harrison. Forward for Barry Campbell. We're looking for options left and right. Where for Ollie Harrison. Now Diakite finding Derry. Derry again to cut in from that left-hand side. Still going here. Dyer getting it across. Here's Murray Campbell from range. And that one goes over the bar. Second long ranger of the afternoon by Harrison Murray Campbell. And Chelsea skipper. Certainly opened up for him here. Worth a try. Well above, well too high in the end. Be interesting to see if Blackburn do go for the damage limitation route here in this second half, or are they going to try and, well, they're giving it away here. Ezenwata, shot is blocked, but it still might fall through. That's a thumping finish by Ollie Harrison to make it 3-0 to Chelsea, and that is surely game, set, match and points in the bag. Again, Blackburn making the mistake at the back. Ezenwata was denied, but Ollie Harrison came charging in to absolutely thump it home, and the Blues lead by 3-0. What was going on here with Dunn? Giving it straight to Ezenwata, shot blocked, nice first touch, and then banged into the corner by Ollie Harrison, and Chelsea have their third goal. His first in PL2 this season. Well, that's the reward you get for following up. That's two of the three goals where Blackburn have been capable of making bad mistakes. A dangerous area. The opener was confusion between two players from a long ball forward. And that one was a mistake by Isaac Dunn. Ezenwata pouncing onto it, doing all he could. Shot was blocked. But Ollie Harrison, full finish. And just after I'd said, well, Blackburn going to be trying some damage limitation here. That itself may be a difficult job for them now with still 40 minutes to go. Chelsea very much in the mood here as Dyer keeps it in play on that left-hand side. Headed up in the air. Ezenwata again battling for it. Cardoso looking to feed it back through again. Laid back, just away from Murray Campbell. Talked about goal difference today. Well, Chelsea may well have a chance to build on that goal difference and goals scored. Again, the charge is on. Derry can't quite get on that one. The back pass comes in. Waldencroft, who has been blameless for the 3 goals. The players in front of him who have made mistakes. Harrison McMahon for Chelsea. Third goal scorer, Ollie Harrison. Plenty of confidence and swagger about the Chelsea play now. As Keanu Dyer works out towards the left and gets it back from Diakite, who continues his run forward. Derry is there, over on the far side. Derry's ball across is half cleared. Harrison Murray Campbell trying to keep the pressure on, and in doing so, I think between him and Ollie Harrison there's a free kick in Blackburn's favour. A chance for the away side to just stem some of the pressure, which is very much one way. Blackburn yet to have an effort on goal this afternoon. But much of the time in defensive activity. The seeking out hat-trick of wins in PL2. the victories over Leicester and Southampton. I have to say it would take a minor miracle now for that situation to change in the second half, given the difference between these two sides that we've seen so far. Chelsea will be keen to keep a clean sheet. As I mentioned, that has been something lacking for some time in PL2. Back to October the 5th and a scrambled 1-0 win in awful conditions at Burnley. The last time they did keep it blank at the back. So Blackburn have not offered too much in an attacking sense at this stage. A good day for Diakite to slot in at in the left back position. Osegi partnered with Murray Campbell. Also in control of the game in the centre of the Chelsea defence. Rain falls once again. Chelsea coming forward once again. Ezenwata running away from a couple of challenges. Feeding it left to Derry. Derry will clip the cross in. More clear, and now with Osegi forward, there might be a chance for Joseph here on the counter for Blackburn. But it goes straight to Murray Campbell and sees that back to Max Merrick, who's not had too much to do, but he could have had a very notable assist late in the first half. But for the flag to go up against Osegi and deny what would have been a spectacular goal for Chelsea. Harrison finding Cardoso. Cardoso with a square ball to McMahon. McMahon to Derry. From the left. Harrison. Neat one-touch play again. Almost opened up, I thought, there for Harrison. This time he goes for the ball down the right, but just beyond Antwi. A round of applause there from the coaching staff. Been a fairly comfortable day so far. I mentioned Blackburn were 5-0 winners over Birmingham last time out, but such a change of lineup with only 4 players in their side from that game. Back line in particular, very different indeed. Ezenwata with more pressure here on Davis, and this could be a chance for number 4. The whistle has gone as Dyer looked to get his second of the game, but I think the free kick foul went against Ezenwata. Long ball with Davis watching the ball but not really seeing Ezenwata, who put some pressure on him. Maybe somewhat generous in favour of Blackburn Rovers there, but in the end Dyer couldn't make it 4 anyway. Murray Campbell's gone down from that aerial challenge, Ezenwata has gone down from that aerial challenge. Certainly looking to put some pressure on Davis here. Davis having lost his regular colleague Atchison. They have played the majority of games together in the Blackburn backline in PL2 this season. Andy coming on. A semi-regular substitute this season. So, in position here, playing it back to Walscroft. One ball forward for Blackburn, and that's very calmly seen back by Antwi to Merrick. Cardoso. Barn. to Derry. Dyer finding Murray Campbell. Nice build-up play down the right if Antwi can keep it in, and he can. Antwi across, chaos in the area, and in the end, fired wide by Harrison. Going for his second goal of the second half. Perhaps Chelsea's best move there of the second half. That slide rule ball, we've seen it 2 or 3 times today from Harrison Murray Campbell, just getting out Antwi in space down the right. And as the ball was cleared to the edge of the area, Ollie Harrison just driving it wide. So we approach the hour mark here. Chelsea 3 goals to the good. Need to add to their lead. A game where maybe concentration will be key here, just because of the lack of attacking impetus there is with Blackburn Rovers in this game. And Tim Joseph coming on at half-time to try and offer something of a physical threat for Blackburn. Really little to go with him. Almost like a team that have been reduced to 10 men and are trying to hold on for a draw or protect a 1-0 lead, because it's simply Chelsea coming forward time and time again. Antwi receiving there from Ollie Harrison. Antwi onto his left foot, curling wide. Shots on goal continue to rain in here as Ollie Harrison makes good ground there in midfield, and Antwi allowed to just turn it back onto his left foot. Seen out by Decandia. He didn't need to make any contact onto it. It's always going just wide.
Ollie, I think you can loosen. I think you can get first contact.
Away game for the Blues at Birmingham on Friday. And that'll be one back to that goals from as well, I would say. All about top 16, of course, in PL2 as far as the elimination playoffs are concerned. And as we know, higher up you finish, the lower ranked team you'll play in that last 16. So first v 16th, etc. Got Sol Gordon about to come on. In fact, there are going to be several changes for Chelsea. So Harrison McMahon is going to be replaced by Jimmy Torianen. Harrison Murray Campbell, of course, on a yellow card. Caden Wilson is on for him. Past the hour mark, Chelsea making their moves. Gordon was replacing Ezenwata. Blackburn with 4 forward here in this attack down the right-hand side. That was the first effort on goal in the game for Blackburn Rovers, and it was one that had Chelsea scrambling. Well, they broke through 4-on-3 with Chelsea reorganising from the substitutions, and the shot walloped into the side netting at the near post. That is the first sight of goal that Blackburn have had throughout the game. Stage 3-0, but just a little wake-up call there for Chelsea as they reorganise following the changes. Stritch, who's just come on, had the effort. And now trying to attack down the left-hand side. There's no surprise that changes were made there for Chelsea with 3-0 lead in their pocket. And players who have played, in some cases, plenty of minutes this week. And big games to come as well. But just needing to reorganise here. Blackburn perhaps having their
So stay. Yes, so.
best moments of the game so far. Certainly encouraged by
Yes, Jim. So the
achieved there with the effort by Stritch.
Yes, Jim. Yes, so.
So Torrienen and Sol Gordon trying to put the pressure on here. Further forward for the Blues.
There's your trap.
Do just that. Try and combine. Torrienen looking for Jesse Derry. Free kick is awarded against Diakite to regain possession. A story we've seen several times today of Blackburn giving it away in a dangerous area.
Yes, Jesse. Your knees and your shoulder.
There for Blackburn, fouled by Torrienen for a free kick to Blackburn, and Frank Vare appears to have picked up a knock there. Beat. All played down the left here by Pates. Merrick coming charging outside his goal here, outside his penalty area, to launch it forward for Gordon to try and flick on for Torrienen. Back by Namisi to Wollstonecroft, who takes a touch with Jesse Derry looking to close him down. Blackburn bring that one away. Eric. Not had a save to make, but he did have to watch that shot fly into the side netting moments ago. Caden Wilson coming forward for Chelsea. Harrison. Sure of the third goal, which really locked things up here this afternoon as far as points were concerned. Derry. Back for Dyer. Towards the left once again. Deep cross comes in. Header comes in as well from Gordon. Saved by Wollstonecroft. Chelsea got the opening down the left-hand side that time. We've already seen what Diakite can do down the left. And the header by Gordon comfortable for Wollstonecroft at close range.
Caden, you happy? Can we loosen Ollie?
Blackburn with a throw down there right. Prevented further damage since the Chelsea third goal, which came early in the second half. And to go down the right and winning a throw in again. So we approach the midway point in the second half, and there will be a stoppage here whilst we have a Blackburn player down. 3-0 in Chelsea's favour, and treatment I don't think is going to be required here for Dramini. Played back to Wollstonecroft, but that ball is too long for Max Davis, giving possession in Chelsea's favour. Antwi will throw in. Getting it back there from Harrison.
Shift then, shift, come on. Shift, Frank.
Wilson finding Arsegi to come forward. For Diakite. Now here is Derry, and Derry has got free this time. He's managed to skip round the defender. Derry into the area, couldn't get a cross in. He's got support arriving from Dyer. He's got Diakite lofting a high ball in, which Antwi will try and get on the end of. Heading it wide, with Chelsea appealing for a corner, and I think they're going to get that corner. They're putting pressure on there at the far post to win the set piece. Torrienen going across to take it. Chelsea with a corner here. Going to be taken left-footed by Jimmy Torrianen here from the right-hand side. In towards that near post, where Derry was trying to backheel it. Corner again. Pressure on here, Blackburn once more, as Chelsea go for the fourth goal. This time it's a much deeper one, headed down by Ollie Harrison. Free kick is given in Blackburn's favour. 9 minutes now on the clock. Chelsea's two corners there. Coming to naught. Have this three-goal advantage. Comfortable. It was comfortable at half-time at 2-0. And then Ollie Harrison with the thumping strike to make it 3. So far, on a day where there are always going to be changes given the schedule. The British competitions, Chelsea are juggling at this stage. All going well as far as the Blues are concerned. Played forward by Merrick, and it's controlled there by Derry. And Derry is still going forward here. Could be a saved by Wollstonecroft. Derry going for a solo effort there. Some neat control in the first place to get him free. And here he goes. Torrianen offering support, but Derry firing the right footed shot in. And dealt with by Wollstonecroft. Will be a Chelsea corner. Derry trying to back flick it. Cleared by Blackburn once more. As we head into the final 20 minutes of this one. Perhaps after a slight moment of reorganisation when Blackburn came close, the pattern has been reset in Chelsea's favour. There's Cardoso skipping away down the right. Cardoso's away from a defender. Cardoso ball in, looking for Torrianen. Play it forward long, looking for Joseph. Leggy back to Merrick. Dyer forward to Antwi. For Torrianen. Forward by Osegi again to the lively Derry. Ball's going to come across on the left-hand side from Torrianen. Corner again for Chelsea. Again trying to turn the screw. And add at least a fourth goal here this afternoon. Ollie Harrison with the Chelsea corner. With 18 minutes to go here. Corner is well caught by Blake Wollstonecroft, who throws out towards the left. Good throw out too by the Blackburn keeper. And here's Tyjon, who's not had too much joy in the second half and doesn't get too much joy there out of Leo Cardoso. Comfortable defending for Chelsea. Getting it back to Merrick. Antwi back for Cardoso again. Played across by Caden Wilson to Osegi. Slightly a new look defensive setup for Chelsea with Murray Campbell going off. So no need to further risk him today on a yellow. Going towards the left, and we have got back into this pattern of Chelsea dominating possession. and gradually building their way up. Max Merrick, long ball forward, but that's going straight through the gap in between Cardoso and Gordon. Blackburn will try and work their way out, but don't forget there have been occasions this afternoon when they've been in this kind of situation and got it all wrong, so I'm sure there's plenty of pressure being applied. Gordon trying to close down Walsencroft, who that's going to be a free kick in Blackburn's favour as Joseph is brought down. I don't think they can complain about the efforts of Walsencroft in goal for his first appearance in PL2. Here comes another change. Joe Bogan coming on for Blackburn in place of Igor Tajon. Bogan, who collected 2 goals in the win at Manchester United. Highlight of the Blackburn season so far at this level. Who had a loan spell at FC United Manchester earlier in the season. Free kick is dealt with by Chelsea. Going for a throw on the left-hand side. Final 15 then coming up. 3-0 to the Blues. Front inside 5 here. There goes the throw. Bogan looking to get on the end of that one. Chelsea clear, and now they'll try and spring forward. Torrienen making ground. Torrienen looking for Derry. Derry running forward towards the left channel. Derry infield now. Still going. Ollie Harrison. And pace is slightly slowed here amongst this Samu, but Chelsea still in possession. Cardoso. Cardoso with the cross into the far post. Oh, flicked off across a couple of Chelsea players. In the end goes out for a goal kick. And there were 3 that were pretty well placed there in that situation. So sails out for a goal kick, and we're going to see a change here. And it's going to be Kian Best coming on to replace Calvin Diakite, who's done really well today. He'll be delighted with this part in the first goal in particular. Really switched on play to get free down the left. So well done to him. And Kian Best will come on for the final 14 minutes or so. Using their subs. 4th outfield substitution made. Cleared very high indeed by Walsencroft, knocked down by Gordon. Davis charged down. Been a feature of the game. This time it was Sol Gordon with the reception. It will go to Blackburn possession with a throw-in, but that is, as I say, one of the stories of what's happened today. Blackburn making errors at the back, either taking too long or misplaced, and Chelsea pouncing to create chances pretty quickly. That one's cut out well. That's nice control by Dyer, having his shot tugged there quite clearly. Referee let it go. Well, really, that should have been a free kicking and a yellow card. A clear shot tug there by Bogan. Merrick for Harrison. Back to Merrick once more. Question well. Torrienen back to Harrison again. To build their way into attacking situation again. Dyer is Wilson. Wilson for Cardoso. Antwi. Wilson. Cardoso, whose penalty miss on Tuesday was not damaging for Chelsea in the end, going through against PSV. Freddie Bernal and goal were key to that. Forward by Ollie Harrison towards Est. There'll be a free kick going against the Bogan. Going against Stritch, I should say. Once again, one outside his penalty area to set Chelsea on the way once more. That's a loose ball though. And can Blackburn attack as Joseph goes through, and Joseph gets it past Merrick but misses Blackburn's best chance of the game so far. Well, Valentin Joseph there going through. It was a mistake at the back for Chelsea. Quickly played forward, one-on-one. Merrick off his line but really exposed, and actually Joseph there missing by some distance. Should have been 3-1 really. Should have been a goal back for Blackburn. Chance not taken. Referee letting play go on here as Chelsea try and drive forward themselves. Derry away on that left. Players queuing up in support, pulling it back to the edge of the area. Dyer is forced out. Derry is winning it back. Derry once again. Right-footed shot spins away towards the left-hand side. Knocked down by Wilson. Ollie Harrison. Bogan coming back with a challenge. In and trying to put the foot in, and does. Going to the final 10 minutes. 3-0 in favour of Chelsea. Been that way since early in the second half when Ollie Harrison struck home to make it 3-0. Can they add more in the final 10 minutes or so? Harrison. Beggy towards the left-hand side. Forward by Harrison, looking for Torianen. Blackburn have only had 2 sights of goal really all game. One foul into the side netting and one wastefully wide by Joseph. Antwi in space on the Chelsea right and able to cut inside here. James Antwi still going, looking to find Keanu Dyer. Good. Once more. Cut out, and Blackburn will go on one of these forays forward once more with Budamini. Mainly playing it back to Harvey Pates. Pates once again. Pates forward for Dramini. Wilson coming across to try and prevent, and did that go into play there? Yes, it did. Goal kick for Chelsea. With 8 minutes remaining here. Chiziez and Water at close range with the opening goal. Keanu Dyer at close range with the second. And Ollie Harrison's thumping finish making it 3. Will go down as a fairly comfortable afternoon in the record books. Looking to go level on points with Manchester United. Long ball looking for Saul Gordon. Blake Walscroft with the take for Blackburn. Davis to Decandia. Being Blackburn aren't too unhappy with this kind of situation at the moment, and they'll try and the run forward of Joseph. Joseph trying to make sure that he's on the end of it if Max Malik makes a mistake, but no chance of that happening. Eric with a nice ball towards Antwi on the Chelsea right. Busy weeks ahead at this stage of the season. Lots of action for many of these boys. Big Youth Cup game coming up on Monday against Manchester City. PL2 action again on Friday at Birmingham. Free kick as Gordon is brought down. Doing it today without some of the recognised regulars in the PL2 side. Always missed a 12-goal striker in Shem Miyuka, but he's sitting out today. Reggie Walsh, Ryan Kavuma McQueen, not involved. Those on the pitch have certainly got the job done in impressive fashion. Cardoso. Oh, lovely ball from Cardoso towards the left-hand side, and the chance for Torrianen, and the keeper can only get a touch into the back of the net, and Jimmy Torrianen is on the score sheet to make it 4-0 to Chelsea with just over 5 minutes to go, and that really does show the gulf between these two sides this afternoon. Crossing into the left-hand side, lovely play here with Cardoso involved. That's a brilliant ball there through the defender's legs. And look at the space here for Torrianen. I think the keeper there will feel he should have done better getting a good hand onto it, but actually punching it effectively into his net. But it's Torrianen's goal. Certainly on target with the effort, well on target. And Chelsea lead 4-0 here with just over 4 minutes to go. Excellent move to build it up with Cardoso's ball through the defender's legs, with Best overlapping to get the cross in. Torrianen put the header on target, and the keeper did the rest. 4-0 to just underline how this game has gone. And if they could get one more in these final few minutes, then they will be top of the table. And they're certainly going to be going for it here, with Derry looking to play it through. There could be a chance for 5 here. Cardoso is just about blocked out. He's scoring 4 goals for the second PL2 game in succession. Scored 4 in the 4-2 win against Southampton. They've also had 4 against Reading and Crystal Palace. The PL2 season so far, and of course they struck 5 at Newcastle in the early weeks. So when they get in the goal scoring mood, then you can often see plenty. Derry. Torrianen now trying to hook it across, almost a chance for Derry to make it 5. Ball didn't quite fall for him. Referee telling Joseph to get up. Early chastening day here for Blackburn. We've not had too much joy going forward. One clear chance falling to Joseph. One decent effort by Stritch into the side netting. That's all they've been able to come up with, and Chelsea have been able to make their changes. Effectively make their changes before the game, with some of the people coming in today, and then during the game as well, and still reel off a very comfortable victory. Back pass for Merrick to deal with there, which he does. Here they go on the attack once more. Leo Cardoso has been in and around everything here today. That was the balls of the day when he played it through for Kian Best to set up goal number 4. Caden Wilson. Eric forward to Wilson again. Wouldn't think there'll be too much stoppage time in this second half. We haven't had the physios on at all, I don't think. Had a few substitutions, but they've mainly been in groups of more than one player. And the game itself is well and truly done and dusted. Certainly was really as soon as Chelsea got the third. Still going for number 5 if they can find it. Place for Harrison if Antwi can pick him out. And he can. Harrison with the deep cross in. Derry was arriving. Up for a Chelsea throw into the final minute of the 90. Back for Dyer, who just slightly miscontrolled that one. So Blackburn gets a spike there with a throw. They will stay outside the top 24 because, of course, we talk about top 16 in Chelsea's situation, which they're clearly going to be in for those elimination playoffs. There's also the cross-category playoffs too for 17 to 24, which involves the Category 2 clubs as well. So that's Blackburn's target for the remaining part of the season, but tough day for them here. 2-minute stoppage time to be added on. We're into them now. And Chelsea, can they get number 5? That one is blocked. The effort by Dyer. Derry to win the corner again and does so. So perhaps one more set-piece chance here for the Blues to add to their lead. Job well done here. And Derry taking the corner for Chelsea at the very end of the game. In comes the corner, in goes the header, poked goalwards and poked in. And it does go in for number 5 for the Blues. Sol Gordon pouncing. Well, a real mess at the back there for Blackburn Rovers. And Sol Gordon able to apply the final touch. Derry with the ball in. Looked like there might be a chance initially for Osegi. That one's blocked away, but Sol Gordon there with the shot to beat. Waldencroft and Chelsea have got number 5 at the very end, and that's going to send them top of PL2 today, albeit having played a game more than their immediate rivals. But they're going to go in front of Manchester United on goals scored with this emphatic victory. Kind of a scruffy goal that will frustrate the Blackburn staff. Blackburn kick is off and underway. There won't be too much time to go now. Frank Vire for Blackburn. Gets it out towards the right. Sure, they'll try and maintain possession here. And not Chelsea a chance to come forward for more at the very end of the game. Bridge. Progress, and Chelsea will be desperately keen to keep a clean sheet, of course. And there will be a yellow card as well right at the end of the game, and a free kick to Blackburn. Free kick with Osegi shown yellow. This will be the last moment, surely, of the game. Zach Stritch with the Blackburn free kick. Sure that Merrick and his back line will be determined to deal with this. Bridge with the free kick for Blackburn, straight down the throat of Merrick, and the referee will bring the game to a close, and that is an emphatic home victory for Chelsea by 5 goals to 0. Chizzy Ezenwata got them on their way with the opener in the very early stages, added to by Keanu Dyer before half-time, before the half hour. In fact, both close-range finishes. They got the third with a thumping finish from Ollie Harrison just after the break to make it 3-0 and pretty much confirm the points were heading Chelsea's way. But 2 more goals followed in the closing stages. Jimmy Torrienen heading home after a good cross by Kian Best and a slight mistake by Waldencroft in the Blackburn goal. And then in stoppage time, Sol Gordon off the bench to poke home after a corner wasn't defended. Chelsea heading top on goal difference of PL2, albeit having played a game more than the sides around them. But it's a clear victory. It's 3 on the bounce and it's more goals in the bag. Final score, Chelsea 5, Blackburn 0. So Chelsea get the job done here at Kingsmeadow, and here's the confusion at the back for Blackburn that set things up for the opening goal. Good play by Diakite down the left with the ball in for Izamata at close range to beat Waldencroft and put Chelsea in front. That was inside 4 minutes here. Set Chelsea on their way to what was a very clear victory indeed. They managed to pounce on Blackburn mistakes on several occasions. Cardoso here almost creating a chance for Ezenwata, and in the end Derry, whose effort came back off Atchison up and over the bar. Second goal came when Ollie Harrison came in with a right-footed cross deep towards the far post, knocked down by Antwi and turned home at close range by Dyer to make it 2. Just having to cushion that one in past the keeper. 2-0 in Chelsea's favour. There were more chances before the break as well. There's a ball off the post from Antwi. Beat the keeper but couldn't squeeze it in. Closed down the Blackburn players impressively. Derry this time bursting into the area. In the end his effort took a deflection off Isaac Dunn and went out for a corner. The corners late in the first half did create plenty of pressure. Cardoso's effort, and in the end Osegi driving wide, and then here's a moment and a half here as Max Merrick with a ball forward just offside here, which is a shame because Osegi with a lovely finish, but the whistle had already gone. So it was 2-0 at the break, and then Blackburn really having a disaster here. Dunn miscontrolling early in the second. Ezenwata's effort blocked but thumped home by Ollie Harrison for Chelsea's third goal. That was really point safe from that situation. Not too much chance of Blackburn getting back into the game. They did have a couple of half moments, to be fair. This was Antwi doing well to keep the ball in play down the right-hand side. And Harrison trying to make it 2 for him. That time shooting wide. Just after Chelsea had made changes, Blackburn came forward 4 on 3. And Zach Stritch found the side netting at the near post with Blackburn's first shot of the game. Chelsea was straight back on the front foot in an attacking sense. And the header by Gordon was saved by Waldencroft. Biggest chance of the game for Blackburn coming to Valentin Joseph. One-on-one with Merrick, but put the shot wide. That really should have been 3-1 there at that stage. Chelsea then made doubly short. Look at this from Cardoso. Lovely ball through to Kian Best. Best with the cross. And the header by Torrienen helped into the net by the goalkeeper. Goal for Chelsea, frustration for Blackburn and the goalie. That was 4-0. That was in the latter stages, but there was still time for more for Chelsea. In stoppage time, Derry with the corner, and after a bit of pinball, Sol Gordon there to find the bottom corner and saw the 5th in stoppage time. So 5 different goal scorers in the game. Very much a job well done as far as the Blues were concerned. And this busy period of PL2 certainly going as to plan at the moment. That's 3 wins on the bounce after the win at Leicester, the win over Southampton 4-2, and now a 5-0 win today. Good day's work for the PL2 side here this afternoon with 5 different scorers and a convincing home victory. Full time, Chelsea 5, Blackburn 0.